Welcome to ULS 2.0. Still can't believe it. We are live. After months of Easter eggs, putting up कि भाई हम आने वाले हैं. Finally हम आ गए हैं. And the last video we had that was back in November 2021. 1011 दिन बाद finally we are back. Let that sink in. So बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं डिस्कस करने की, but before we get started, I want to welcome my bhai, the man, the myth, the legend. How are you, Manu?
I'm doing good, Samish. How are you, man? It's not been long since we saw each other, but this channel pe it's been like 3 years, right?
It's been 3 years and I think बाद में इंडिविजुअल हमने कुछ वीडियोस डाले थे, इंस्टाग्राम में डाले थे, कुछ रील्स डाली थी, बट फुल शॉट जो कहते हैं ना कि स्ट्रीम, वो दैट वाज मिसिंग. एंड आई थिंक कुछ लोग कहेंगे दिस इज अ नॉस्टैल्जिया ट्रिप फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, राइट? 2020 pandemic times, ULS was keeping a lot of people sane, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I think this to address the elephant in the room, right? मेरे लिए तो ये था कि लाइफ में कई चीज़ें चेंज हो रही थी, लाइक वर्क फ्रॉम होम वाज गेटिंग स्टॉप, लाइक ऑफिस जाना पड़ रहा था. यार ऑनेस्टली यूनाइटेड का परफॉर्मेंस देखिए, बट दिस टाइम लाइक लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड एंड लाइक सी कि ये सीज़न 21st आ सकता है कि नहीं आ सकता है. So Manu,
No, definitely right.
Let's reflect the past 3 years. Like United में काफ़ी चीज़ें चेंज हुई है और कुछ चीज़ें सेम भी हैं. हम अभी भी competing for top 4, not the title winners. So how do you reflect the last 3 years?
I think Ineos coming in is the good part, right? पर Ineos को भी अभी full control नहीं है, right? Glazers are still there. I was hoping जो Ineos का takeover होगा, Glazers would be gone for good. But it's good to see Ineos at least has control on the footballing structure. But last 3 years have been depressing, man. As you said earlier, why we stopped streaming, because I think we also realized Glazers के अंदर कुछ होना है नहीं. So as similar to rest of the fan base, we were also kind of like kya fayda stream karne ka and all of that, right? But I think we were still keeping tabs on United. We were following them, har ek match ka score intensely discussed, but same problems. Like in the last 3 years we've seen the same problem. The ETH ke aane ke baad bhi he was not properly backed, and in some cases when he was backed it was not the right decision. Jaise Anthony 80 million, just as an example, right? So and we know the reason, क्योंकि वहाँ पे कोई फुटबॉलिंग स्ट्रक्चर नहीं था. फुटबॉलिंग स्ट्रक्चर अभी है, but yeah, I think we won a couple of trophies, but overall there is no style of play. We only still have maybe 2 or 3 world class players. अगर सिटी को देखो 9 world class players, Arsenal have maybe 4 or 5. So I think in a nutshell, there have been changes at United recently, but last 3 years have basically been the same. That is my take on it.
Love perspectives. Ole got sacked, right? Ronaldo leaving. I think Ten Hag's first season was like roller coaster ride, and we were hoping कि जो last season था, at least top 4 का हम आ पाए. Title contenders तो कोई भी realistic United fan को मानता नहीं. But we knew that Glazers need to go, right? And जब मुझे याद है कि 22 में जब वो sale की बात आई, so we all were pretty excited that this is the chance that पूरा cleansing होगा and then we'll have a new owners. But that didn't turn out to be. But that's the way it is, right? Ineos have they've got a fresh perspective, and not sure about this particular season कि हम कितना कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि ट्रांसफर मार्केट इज ऑलमोस्ट हाफ वे थ्रू. र्यूमर्स आ रही है, आई थिंक कुछ ब्रेकिंग न्यूज़ आ रही है कि शायद डिलीट का ऑलमोस्ट डन है. What's your take on that, right? Like, I think ये season में like title of the video says new season for both, right? So do you think that इस season को
Yeah.
shape रखनी चाहिए?
I mean, I am positive, but also skeptical. So I'm positive because look at the structure Ineos has put in place. Now, structure का impact immediately नहीं आएगा, right? We'll have to see a couple of transfer windows to actually see the impact. But the signings of Zirkzee and Euro, they're very different from how we would sign players in the last 10 years. So that is something positive that at least shows you कि जो structure है that has already started working. I know they both got injured, which is unfortunate, can happen to any player, right? But at least we started the window pretty nicely. But I think पिछले 2-3 हफ्तों में काफी slow हो गया. And when you look at clubs like West Ham, right, who let Moyes go, and they've signed like 5 or 6 players, and they're going to sign Aaron Van Bissaka, Todibo. उन्होंने एक striker भी sign किया है, full crook, right? And even after signing Zirkzee, if you look at our strikers, we only have two who are very young. I don't think they can handle the main load, right? So it's a mixed bag right now. Okay, we started the transfer interval, but we are now stuck in this, and I think we all know the reason. All of those financial fair play rules and the way United has handled transfers in the past is catching up to us. So I'm skeptical. I want to see हम पहले 1-2 महीने में कैसा खेलते हैं. Pre-season did tell us that we are trying to implement some tactics or patterns, and I think that is expected because now we have Rude and Haka as the new coaches, right? So उनका कुछ तो impact होना चाहिए team पे. So I'm hopeful as a United fan. That's all you can do right now. But I'm also a little skeptical ki how will all of this work. And plus, till we get Dillet, Mazraoui, or whoever we are trying to get in the window, I don't know how United is going to play or line up. We already have injuries.
And
Euro is
although
out for like,
although इस
yeah,
बार हमने नई साइनिंग की है, my concern is always been that probably we are going for more injury prone players. Martinez had a high like
yeah,
2 seasons back, but he is injury prone. Like no matter how much, like I have all respect for him. He is one of my favorite players currently. But
yeah,
fact is fact, जो injury उसको हुई है, probably throughout his career, he is going to
yeah,
chip back. Euro, like bad lucky कहूँगा. Like I don't know whether he had an injury like record in his career or not, but that has impacted us. If someone is out for the 2 months, then basically like nullify हो गया ना. कि आप शुरुआत में
yeah,
आपने ट्रांसफ़र किया था, but it's almost like अगर वो बंदा अक्टूबर में आ रहा है या नवंबर में आ रहा है, तो it nullifies that situation. And same thing, like the
correct,
same problem will occur again because midfield again we are relying on Casemiro,
correct, yep,
and we have suffered tremendously, right, last season.
yep,
And that's my take that probably the signings are still there, but I think FFP is definitely hurting us. And players
yeah.
not leaving, non Visaka का अभी जो इतना सागा चल रहा है, whether he will be leaving or not, that is still like need to be sorted. And I wish we could have been more proactive. कि जब season end होने वाला था, like March
Yep.
April के time, I think it could have been better, like had they sorted this thing at that time itself.
No, definitely, and I think Euro को उन्होंने sign किया था not as a starting centre back, right? And it shouldn't be like earlier. The rumors were we'll get a centre back delete, and then we'll get Euro. So it kind of made sense. But now Euro को main centre backs we were trying to play him as the main centre back. उसको लाते ही सीधा pre-season में डाल दिया. So some of these things look weird and make no sense, right? And to your point, midfield, Casemiro is earning what, like 400, 350 per week.
Retirement fund.
Um, Retirement fund बना हुआ है, not doing anything. And then even though we have Garnacho, Manu, and Holland, right? They are very young, and
And
Manu को
Holland
भी
injured
injury
है,
हुई
like
थी.
he's out for 6
Yeah,
weeks. So we are
he's out
practically
for
again in the
6.
same situation, right? एक striker हमेशा मतलब injured रहेगा ही.
Yeah, but I'm willing to give the coach, the new coaching setup, a chance. I'm not being impatient. एक दो मैच हार भी गए शुरू में, it's fine, but that is why I'm a little skeptical. I want to see कैसा season कैसे जाता है, plus what signings we make in this month to actually even think about doing anything. But yeah, as you said, target should be top four for us.
Yeah. And what do you think? Like, top four should be the target, but do you think the और कोई title है, like और कोई cups है? Like I know Carabao
Oh
Cup,
yeah,
FA
definitely.
Cup. Do you think
Yeah,
Europa के chance है?
yeah, definitely, man. I think for this season to be success, it should be actually top four plus a trophy. We already got the FA Cup, Europa League. I think we should try to win it because no matter what people say, trophy does help you, the manager a lot.
Yeah.
Like ETH का job ही इसलिए बचा हुआ है because he won the FA Cup. अगर हम वो हार जाते final, I don't think ETH would have been here, right?
Correct. Correct.
So even though it's good to see that continuity and we are backing the manager, but you need to win something. It will be good to add to your collection of trophies. So any top four finish and one trophy, it will be awesome if it's Europa League because it also guarantees Champions League and other prize money and all of that.
Yep.
Uh, would be awesome.
And I also certainly believe that I agree with your point that trophies play an important role. क्योंकि if you think about Europa League, right, जो 2021 में ओले हारा था, right, final में, that penalty shootout, that infamous penalty shootout, things would have been entirely different, right? We would have been in a different situation altogether. Like it's so important. It was so important for Ten Hag to, like, win that FA Cup. क्योंकि otherwise हो सकता है अभी Southgate हमारा manager होता. You never know because he left the job of England, right? So you never know. He could have been. So I agree with that point, but I'm again saying like we need to have Europa League this season, right? Top four, according to me, if you ask me, the prediction, अगर मैं pivoting now, if I think about predictions, reaching top four is difficult if unless we sign someone like spectacular CDM position or number 6 or 8 positions में. But for me, I think we'll be like fifth or sixth, and Europa League is our only way to get back to the Champions League.
No, definitely. Agreed with you on there.
And I think Community Shield, like let's talk about it. The game starts in 15 minutes. What do you think? क्या आज City बदला लेगी?
I think City is lining up with a lighter squad. So on the back, right? They have a new right back, not a new right back, academy right back Lewis. I think he played a couple of matches last season, but and they even in the midfield they have a youngster O'Reilly, and then they are playing Bob. So I think they're trying. I think they might not be that serious about it, but they're still playing with Haaland up front and Doku, right? And on our side, we look a little more serious. Our team looks like the one which will be lining up for the rest of the season. It's just that we are missing a striker, right? So
Yes.
it just seems Fernandez is going to play the striker, false nine or something.
No, अभी जो lineup
So
आई है,
yeah,
I'm
I
just
think it
sharing
will
the
be an interesting.
screen. It seems like Rashford is going to play the striker
Yeah,
role.
interesting.
So
Yeah, which makes much more sense because Fernandez can play on the wing.
correct, correct.
So it seems we are trying to go for it. I just hope कोई injury वगैरह ना हो. जीत गए तो it's good, but I'm not too bothered about Community Shield. I just want us to give. I just want to see us give them the same fight we gave in the FA Cup final, right?
Correct.
Show me patterns, show me fight, show me some tactics from ETH, and I think I would be happy. But injury वगैरह ना हो. But also अगर सिटी ने शुरू में एक दो गोल कर दिए फर्स्ट हाफ में then it becomes difficult match for us.
यार लाइनअप देख के
Hoping for the
लगता है
best. Let's hope we can win.
आई थिंक लाइनअप देख के लगता है कि
Yeah.
सिटी इज नॉट टेकिंग दिस गेम सीरियसली. आई थिंक जो उनका जो स्क्वाड है, इट सीम्स लाइक दे आर जस्ट देयर एज एज अ पार्टिसिपेशन ट्रॉफी फॉर देम. सो मैं तो कहूँगा यार, अकॉर्डिंग
Yeah.
टू होजे मोरिनियो, कम्युनिटी शील्ड इज अ ट्रॉफी. गो फॉर इट. We'll brag
Yeah,
about
go
it
for
the
it.
entire season.
In the end, it helps us claim the numbers against Liverpool anyway. So I think we should go for it.
Yeah, league title again. It will be two then. We will count it. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. We will count it. Why not? They counted, so I shouldn't be, right?
Are you surprised Sancho's not starting the game?
Yes and no, because I'm just trying to think where Sancho would fit, right? Like generally he plays on the wing. He doesn't like to play left wing. So right May, I don't think he can be in the lineup over Ahmad. Basically, what Ahmad has done in the previous season, whatever games he played, plus preseason form, I think Ahmad is the right choice. And left May, it's interesting to see the manager thinks putting Bruno is better than putting Sancho. Plus, I don't know if we will actually play 4-2-3-1.
Exactly. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि like this is formation on the paper, but when they'll start
Yeah,
playing it won't be.
yeah.
I think it's
I'm
better.
excited about Mount a little bit because the first match of Eric Ten Hag, we played Mount and Bruno together, and it was a disaster. But I want to see now when we play them together, how will that play out? So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the combo of Diallo and Mike. Like
Yep.
so, I'm like looking forward to this game, and I think मैं तो celebrate करूँगा अगर ये
Oh,
try
definitely.
जीत जाए. Definitely. I count it as a cup, right? So
We
we'll need
don't
to.
we don't have a lot of things to celebrate as a United fan, so why not celebrate this?
Okay, so I think with that being said, I think let's gear up for the game. But
Yep.
it was fun, Manu, to have the like to have this conversation with you after so long, after 1011 days. We finally went live. But
Yep. Yep.
hopefully the next time we stream that it won't be this long. And I'll just say, guys, thank you for your support. I know for 3 years, a lot of you folks have reached out to us that why are we not creating this video. So we'll try our best to be consistent this time. जस्ट प्लीज़ जो लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब जो मोनोटोनस डायलॉग सारे यूट्यूबर्स बोलते हैं मैं वही बोलूँगा. क्या है कि वो एल्गोरिथम के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी रहता है एंड दैट कीप्स अस मोटिवेटेड. सो जस्ट कीप लाइकिंग एंड शेयर इट विद योर फुटबॉल बडीज, चटी बडीज, घर वाले, ताऊ ताई, चाचा चाची जो भी फुटबॉल देखते सबके साथ शेयर करो. एंड एंड कीप ब्लॉगिंग टू द चैनल, कीप सपोर्टिंग द क्लब. सो थैंक यू सो मच Manu for your time.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And nice seeing you, Samish. And as you said, we'll try to be more consistent. And I think now we want to be.
Correct.
Ineos is here. It's a new era for United. So let's all get behind
New
Manchester
season is new
United.
hope for a reason, right? He meant it when he kept the title. Okay,
Yeah, for
guys.
sure.
Adios.
All right.